I also want to discuss, Liz, these comments from Jamie Dimon, because much was made a week or so ago when he made some comments, I think it was at the Analyst Day, Investor Day, shareholder meeting, or whatever it was, that were perceived to be pretty positive, which at the time I was like, nah, I mean, I don't know. It doesn't sound like he is overly bullish, though the market went up that day because financials went up that day, and everybody was putting themselves in a pretzel to try and say how positive he sounded. Well, he didn't sound that way today. Here's what Jamie Dimon said. You know, I said there's storm clouds. That's what he said last week. You know, I said there's storm clouds, but I'm going to change it. It's a hurricane. You better brace yourself. JP Morgan is bracing ourselves, excuse me, and we're going to be very conservative with our balance sheet. That doesn't sound like a guy who's overly bullish about the environment, Liz, that we are in. And I also think those comments may be contributing to what you're seeing today.
Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 2. And the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. Shalom, Akim, YAHAWAH. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to YAHAWAH, Bahasham, YAHAWASHI, Bahasham, RAWCHAA, QADASH. Double honors unto the apostles, the elders of Great Millstone, who rule well, who taught me the truth. Enough respect and salutations to the fellow Akim, the house of David, the hopefully elect. This is your brother YAHAWASHI, coming to you again with another lesson. And the optimism is failing in Babylon. And what you're going to find out, okay, is what the apostles, the prophets, the disciples of old, what have they been telling you? The testimony of Yahweh Bahasham Yahushua is the spirit of prophecy. All right, it is plain unto those, all right, that fear him. Let's get something else real quick. All right, because we got a few things we're going to pull out. News and prophecy, man. Again, the optimism is failing in Babylon the Great, even to the high chief CEOs. And I got something to quote from Jamie Dimon as well. This is Sirach 39:24. It says, as his ways are plain unto the holy, so are their stumbling blocks unto the wicked. So again, these prophecies, these visions, all right, that are coming to pass, they are plain unto us. All right. We see it very clear. We see the true American horror story right before your eyes, man. And you people are wanting a soft landing from you, your children that come after them. You want to get to the bag. Well, again, the optimism is failing. You can just look over here at the right. Wall Street tells you that they're struggling out here, man. All right. Is officially in a bear market, which means below 20%. All right, they then got hit a major blow, and that's for the economy in itself, man. All right, just look at some of these stories, man. Okay, another Wall Street story: Bitcoin price plunges below 23,000 as crypto lender Celsius halts withdrawals. So if you have invested in Bitcoin, all right, you have a rude awakening, which means what? You can't even withdraw your money, man. You know? Let's get this quote from Jamie Dimon. He says he's the chief executive of JP Morgan. He says U.S. consumers, quote, U.S. consumers still have some six. Salakia. U.S. consumers still have some 6 to 9 months of spending power left in their bank accounts, but warn of an economic hurricane. This was a couple weeks ago, week and a half or so ago, on June 2nd. Now we're coming into the Fed's about to have their meeting tomorrow, and things are not looking so good. You have a shrinkflation thing that's going on, all right, which we see it, the bags, the boxes, the jars, they're getting smaller, all right, but the price is staying the same. Okay, we see the American dollar is losing its luster, and you people are fixated on still getting to the bag. Our people are still worried about who's hooking up with who. You got these rappers are still getting shot down. Knowing you, that's the life of death. hey, hey, that's something, man. The life of death. If you want to die, become a rapper. All right? So, like, let's go to Barak, chapter 11. Starting at the 20. Let's start at 24. It reads again, say not, I have enough and possess many things. And what evil shall I have hereafter? Yeah, because you'll question yourself, since you're well off in this world, in this society of America, all right, you think that evil can't touch you, can't come nigh to you, especially our people, man, because you didn't have you have made a covenant with death. You understand? It says, in the day of prosperity, there is a forgetfulness. You see that? A forgetfulness of of affliction, right? So when you're balling out of control, you get into the bag, as our people say, you're living life luxuriously, deliciously, you forget about affliction. But it says, and in the day of affliction, there is no more remembrance of prosperity. The CEO of J.P. Morgan he told you, man, you got only 6 to 9 months, and it might even be shorter, man. All right, might even be shorter, and you people gonna find out up close and personal how YAHAWASHI moves and acts in this world, man. All right, and again, Isaiah tells you about that covenant with death you have made, man. This is the true American horror story, man. The optimism you people once had, or still do have, is failing. Okay? It's going to be a failed attempt for you to get up out of this, this hellhole, this pit, should I say. All right? Let's go to the book of Ecclesiastes, because it's spoken of, man, chapter 12. Starting at 1, remember now thy creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not. Yeah, while they're not here, while you still have victuals, all right, that are cheap, you know. It says, nor the years draw nigh when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them. The days that are coming, you're not going to have any pleasure. You're not going to have any joy. All right. Hey, the Lord is bringing down the mirth in this place, man. Verse 2, while the sun or the light or the moon or the stars be not darkened, nor the clouds return after the rain, and the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men bow themselves, and the grinders cease, the workers, man, because they are few, and those that look out of the windows be darkened. There's no future here in America, Babylon the Great. All right, we're letting you know. All right, we're showing you tangible evidence. Okay. Let's see. Matter of fact, let's go back here, because they're locking up everything in stores, man. All right. From your razors to your soaps to your cosmetics, your food. All right. There's shrinkflation going on. There's inflation going on. All right. Let's continue. Verse 4. It says, and the door shall be shut in the streets when the sound of the grinding is low, and he shall rise up at the voice of a bird, and the daughters of music shall be brought low. And that's literally and physically, man, with these singers, these rappers getting put to death. Okay, which is a beautiful thing in the eyes of YAHAWASHI, man. Okay, again, your optimism is failing here in Babylon. Anything you look to try to put your work to your hand to, all right, is not going to become prosperous unless you're serving the Lord with humility, all right, humbleness, meekness of mind, all right, long suffering. Okay, this let me send this to it. I got let me airdrop this. Check this out. To all you people that didn't work, for 30, 40 years out your life. Well, this is a wake-up call. CNBC, this is today, June 13, 2022, the year of the turn-up. All right, if YAHAWASHI 401k savers will see a wake-up call in their next statement, says law professor. Here's what to look for. What to look for. The money is being The money is draining, basically, man. It's losing its luster. You understand? It's losing its luster, man. So it's a beautiful thing. It's beautifully orchestrated what the Lord is doing to this place, man. And he's breaking it down. All right? You might can't see it, but again, the scripture tells us that Sirach 39, as his ways are plain unto the holy, they're stumbling blocks unto the wicked, man. Because you don't know how he moved, man. All right? Again, hey, who has believed our report, man? The testimony, the doctrine. 2nd Ezra 16, let's go to verse 19. It says, behold, famine and plague, which famine is gaining momentum. We do have plagues that are set upon the world. All right? Tribulation and anguish. Tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment. You should consider these things. You should consider, all right, if the ox and the ass knows its owner, you should consider what the hell is going on around here, man. Knowing that YAHAWASHI, all right, is working. He's in the midst, man. And he's bringing judgment to light. All right? It says, but for all these things, they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges, man. You're not going to be always mindful of the scourges. What's coming next? Death. All right? Supreme Court is jumping on me. So Supreme Court is set to issue an insane ruling that will lead to more dead Americans. Let's read this again. The Supreme Court is set to issue an insane ruling that will lead to more dead Americans. In the wake of the second worst school shooting in U.S. history, the court's conservatives are poised to flood the country with even more guns. What is this leading us to? What is this segueing into? Okay, well, let's keep reading. All right. So, verse 21, it says, behold, victuals shall be so good, cheap upon earth, that they shall think themselves to be in good case. And even then shall evils grow upon the earth. Sword, there go that sword again. Famine, and great confusion. And we're in a confused month right now. All right, you have from toddlers all the way up to high schoolers, even grown people dealing with identity crisis, man. That's great confusion. And where is this, seed planted at? In Babylon the Great, man. And it's went throughout the four corners of the earth, that green bay tree. You know? Let's continue. It says, for many of them that dwell upon the earth shall perish of famine. Here's that word famine again. All right? They're locking up foods. They're locking up cosmetics. They're locking up simple things, man. If I can get that picture, let me get that picture, man. And you people just out there, you have no idea what's going on, man. Let's see this. Retailers are beginning to lock everything up, from razors and soap to socks and pistachios, man. And pistachios, man. Those little nuts in the shell, man. The green. All right. So let's read this again. It says, for many of them that dwell upon the earth shall perish of famine, and the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy. All right. And those of you that believe not YAHAWASHI, all right, his omnipotence, all right, you're going to get caught there. You're going to get caught out there in the crosshairs. There's nothing for you. You're not going to be able to do anything about it, man. Sorry to tell you. This is the true American horror story. Again, the optimism is failing in America, man. And if you people out there still putting your trust, your wholeheartedly, all your eggs in one basket, as you say, you hang your hat, you lean, all right, to this diabolical mindset that is America, Babylon the Great, all right, you're going to die the death of an infidel. This is verse 70, Sirach 16, Salakia, 2nd Ezra 16 and 70. For there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. Because this is what it's going to boil down to. This is always has been Esau Edom's plan to get rid of, cut off the nation of Israel, pursuing the Psalms chapter 83. All right, verse 71. They shall be like mad men, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord. All right, these people are going to be mad drunk off people trying to get their Second Amendment taken away from them. All right, the blessing wherewith Isaac blessed Esau, and by thy sword thou shalt live. All right. Yeah, this is coming to pass, man. The true American horror story, man. All right, and we can go into that, man. We'll be all day. All right. What else new? We got a lot of news around here, man. All right. And every now and then you have to see the signs of this failing economy. See the signs of the state that Babylon the Great, all right, is in, man. Okay. And here we go. They still want to talk about entertainment. Who goes with who dumped who. All right. Fucking nonsense, folly. All right. Hey, the Lord is breaking that down as well, man. You know? So yeah, man, we can gas prices. Let's get this. Gas station owner stopped selling due to soaring prices, refused to take part in it. Hey, this is another orchestrated, well thought out plan. Well, if they don't think they can sell the gas anymore, if these other gas stations follow suit, what you think gonna take place, man? You see? Boy, oh boy, oh boy. So let's end this off. Because, the point has been made, man. All right? Prophecies are being manifest. Okay? Optimism is failing. This is the true American horror story. The true American nightmare. This is not a dream. All right? You're not asleep. All right? You're wide awoke. Isaiah 30 Isaiah 30, 13 and 11. And I will punish the world, for the evil. You see? For their evil. And the wicked for their iniquity. And I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease. And one main place you can find arrogancy, you can find pride, you can find haughtiness. You can find it here in Babylon the Great, a.k.a. America. From Alabama to California, man. Back to New York, down to Florida, up to Alaska, man. You got proud, arrogancy people, man. Arrogant people, man. All right? And it says, and will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible. All right? That vile man. Okay? That bloody man. And the Lord is going to do this, man. So it's plain. All right, we're showing it to you. We're giving you tangible evidence, matching things up in the real world with the scriptures, letting you know what's about to take place in the near future. Lord willing, this was edifying to the point. On to the next one. Shalom.